Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. To the new subscribers, please may you hit the subscribe button at the bottom on the left here. It's a red button written subscribe. Click that, then something's gonna pop up. Then just press all so you can get all notifications. This is a how-to video, and in this video I'll be basically telling you or giving you points on how to shoot a wedding photography. This is how to do photography for weddings. Yeah. So basically, I'm just going to be showing you certain pictures that I took from a wedding I recently shot. I shot this wedding on the 26th of December, and it wasn't something that I was doing like professionally or for money or whatever. It was my sister's friend's wedding, so they just asked me to do a favor for them, because I can take pictures, and I'm just like, okay, cool. I was like, I'll do it. So yeah, I shot the wedding. I actually shot the wedding today, the 26th of December, a day after Christmas, 2020. And yeah, so basically, I'm just going to give you a few points of what you need to do, what you don't need to do, and the most important things you need to prepare for. I'm about to show you the pictures that I just took from this wedding. So I would like for you guys to please do me a huge favor and rate them out of 10. Also comments in the comment section and tell me what you think of them, whether you like them or you don't like them. Maybe what you would have done better if that's the case. But please rate them out of 10, and just make sure you comment anything that you think of in the comment section. Is basically make sure you've got a good camera. Nah? Make sure you've got a good camera. You've got a couple of batteries, at least 2 or 3, because if you have 2 or 3 while you're shooting with the one battery, the one thing you can do is charge the other 2 batteries or the other one battery if you only got 2, and so that when one battery dies, you can quickly change that dead battery for a battery that was currently charging or is fully charged, so that you can continue where you left off, really, with the pictures. Because sometimes it's crucial that you're busy shooting and you actually need to change your battery fast so that you can carry on shooting, because you imagine you're shooting maybe the bride and the groom outside after like the ceremony, and then it happens that your battery dies and you only have that one battery. Now it's gonna inconvenience you it's gonna inconvenience them and you, if now it's a thing of they have to wait for you maybe for another 20 minutes for your battery to charge, and it won't even be fully charged in 20 minutes, so that they can continue taking pictures. So that's gonna be whack on your side mainly. So make sure you have at least minimum 2 batteries or more. Cool. Secondly, the one thing you guys need to do is basically have, if you only have one memory card, make sure that memory card is like a big amount. It has a big amount of memory, maybe like a 128 gig, 64 gig. I don't recommend 32 or 64 gig or 16 gig because like you're gonna be shooting throughout the day. You're gonna shoot the preparations like before the wedding. You're gonna shoot when the wedding starts. You're gonna shoot when they enter the chapel. You're gonna shoot when they leave chapel. You're gonna shoot like family photos, portraits, all that nonsense, and you're gonna shoot the bride and groom wherever they go. So you're gonna shoot that. Then after that, that's where they go into reception. Reception's where they eat. Like they sit down at the venue, they eat. That's where the program happens, speeches, all those type of things. So you need gang memory for that. In this case, I only had a 32 gig memory card. I had a 128, but my 128 gig was a SD card. It wasn't a CF card because I was shooting with the Canon 5D, and the Canon 5D I was using doesn't have a slot for SD cards, so I could only use a CF card. So what I did do is something which is very important. You guys need to make sure you have a laptop where you can, if the memory card gets full, you can open your laptop, take your card reader, plug in the memory card to the card reader, and plug card reader into the laptop, and dump all those pictures or all that footage that you've taken into either the laptop or a hard drive, and then you can remove the card, put it back into the camera, format the card, and then continue shooting again, because already you've saved all those pictures or footage in your laptop already or drive already, so you can continue on a fresh new card. So that's what I did, because 32 gigs was actually for this specific wedding. It was actually enough, because the card only got full soon as I was done shooting. As soon as I was done shooting. So that actually basically saved me, because then I didn't have to rush now, transfer the footage into the laptop and then format the card, then start shooting again, which is a problem. Another tip: make sure that when you are doing photography, if you're all alone and if you're shooting all alone, you don't have anyone else that's shooting with you, like with a second or third camera, make sure that whenever you're shooting, you have good lighting. If there's no lighting, hopefully you have a speed light. A speed light is that long flashlight thing that sits on top of the camera, that helps you if you're shooting at night or when it's a dark area. That brightens up everything really. For this wedding specifically, I didn't have a speed light, so that's another reason why I chose a Canon 5D, because the Canon 5D is also kind of good in dark areas. Not that it's as good as like other cameras like Sony A7S's and good low light cameras, but when it's in a dark area, or when it seems like it's dark and there's not enough light, somehow, some way it kind of lights up in the picture, or when you snap the picture, it kind of lights up a bit, then you can see it's okay. It actually doesn't look that bad, even though it might have just a bit of grain, but at least it shows you that it's trying to take a picture, which is quite weird. But anyway, that's Canon for you. So yeah, just make sure you have lights whenever you're shooting outdoors. Make sure that if the sun is coming from this side, hitting that way, make sure that the subjects or the people you're shooting are facing the sun. so they facing the sun so that they get direct sunlight onto their faces and their whole body, which acts as natural lighting, you know. So once you start taking pictures of them, it'll just seem as if they lit, and it just looks very good. Another thing you can do when you're shooting wedding photography is make sure you get enough pictures of everyone. Enough pictures of everyone. So the groom, the bride, the flower girls, the ring boys, the mothers, the fathers, the family members, the bridesmaids, whatever, the grooms, everyone, like literally everyone. And whenever you have free time and you're not shooting anyone, or you feel like you don't need to shoot anyone, shoot the guests. Make sure you shoot the guests as much as possible, so that whenever you're too busy shooting the groom or the bride or whoever from the close family and friends, that the guests don't keep calling you on time. Please take a picture of me, because that gets annoying, because maybe people are now going to ask you to take a picture of them now, and you want to please them, so you don't want to say no, but at the same time maybe you have to go take pictures of maybe the bride or something like that, or the bride and the groom are about to enter the reception, you know. So now you're missing that because you have to please these people who are begging you to take a picture of them, you know. So make sure you take pictures of the guests as much as possible every single time when you have free time. So that'll just help with your time, and for you not being in demand too much, especially if it's just you as a only photographer. Okay, cool. So this video actually has our first ever promotion or sponsor. The sponsor is from Mr. Progress Vehicles. This guy is an internet sales executive who deals with selling cars like any other dealership, but he is internet based, and he basically is able to sell you a car even though you have been declined by any other dealership. So if your application for wanting to buy a car was ever declined, he's a person who can actually get you a car even though your previous applications were declined, maybe because maybe you don't earn enough, or maybe you don't have certain documents or certain things. He is one person who has actually been getting people to buy cars even when they were struggling to from other dealerships, and that is why he's probably the first of many in South Africa and the best. So he beats all quotes, and he gives you a discount on a car that he sells to you. And also he has a rent to own option where you can rent a car from him for certain things that you need. And also it's good for people who you're also able to rent a car from him when you're also a person who's been blacklisted, or someone who is not allowed to get a car because maybe your credit is bad or anything like that. And that's why he's a person who everyone who gives him a call and speaks to him and go through documents and everything with him, he is able to give you a car, and you can either buy it or have a rent to own option, which is very good. So just know that this person is something who's very reliable. And if you want to know more about it and his business, all you have to do is just check his contact details right here. They're also in the description below. Also, anything else you'd want to know, his contact details are down below. His number, his email address, anything you want to know, just shoot him even a WhatsApp, call him. If it's a WhatsApp, he always responds, and make sure that you tell him everything that you went through about your past situation when you tried to buy a car but you were not allowed to because maybe you didn't qualify because of your credit score or anything like that. He's one person who can beat that and give you a car at the same time. So try out Mr. Progress Vehicles. He's one of the best in South Africa. One super important thing that you guys need to know about wedding photography or photography in general is when you're done shooting the pictures or taking the pictures and now you have to edit them. The one platform you can use, which I do use, or one software, is Adobe Lightroom, which is what I use to edit pictures. So what you can do is get Adobe Lightroom and then take the picture, or open Adobe Lightroom, take the picture, put it on the Lightroom, and then just tweak it a bit. Maybe up the brightness if you need to, take down the brightness if it's too overexposed, play with the contrast, do certain things that you want to do, maybe play with the vibrance, play with the saturation, just to make the picture very appealing to the eye. And then once you're happy with it, you can just export it, and then that picture is clean. Also, one thing you can do is, once you have made a certain look for a picture and you like that look and you want to always use it for future reference, you can save it as a preset. Lightroom has that option, save it as a preset. I know some people use presets as a cheat code where they just download presets from whoever they get them from, and then they take a picture, put it onto Lightroom, then take the preset, slap it onto the picture, and then you just export. But there you don't really learn anything about editing a picture because you're just using a cheat code. If you are told to do it maybe in a competition where now you have to edit live, you'd struggle. You probably come out with a whack ass picture. So the one thing you could possibly do is just teach yourself and create your own presets as well, where you can also end up selling your own presets. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching my content again. To the no more usual subscribers, thank you guys so much for always coming back to watch my content. Thank you so much that you guys subscribed, and that way you always get notifications whenever I drop new content. Thank you for always watching. Thank you for always engaging with me in the comment section. Sorry that I don't usually respond in time, but now I do. For the new subscribers and the new viewers, please make sure you subscribe. Down below there's a red button there written subscribe. Click on it and then press there's an option that says all. Click on all, so then you'll get notifications every single time I drop new videos. Also, today is like the 26th of December 2020. It's the day after Christmas, and next week is 2021. So I just want to wish you all a happy new year and a great year for 2021. I hope everything becomes better, especially with this COVID-19 pandemic nonsense. Hope everything goes well for everyone, especially myself. But thank you very much for watching. Please always share my content. Always recommend it to your friends. And thank you for always watching. Please always comment in the comment section. And thank you so much for always watching and engaging with me. Thank you.